targeted this one. They used a sledgehammer to shatter the glass and went to the back of the store to steal several guitars. Each of these guitars cost several $1,000s.
Makes it really hard to stay open as a small business. This kind of stuff happens.
The countdown is on. Less than 24 hours till the Democratic presidential candidates face off on the Las Vegas Strip. But the frontrunner's already in town, lending support to causes close to her campaign.
Of the collision between the two planes over the California state line. The pilot of the Cessna relaying information about the other plane to the controller in a tower miles away.
You can be landed just north of the state line on a dry lake bed.
And at least one of the bullets went into a nearby home while people were sleeping.
I was even told that if one of the bullets would have came out of the hood of the car, that it would have penetrated myself in the neck.
What would that have meant for your child?
She would have not had a mother.
This crash sent 5 people to the hospital, 2 adults and 3 children. Police say at least a few of them are in critical condition right now. This hit and run started off with 2 vehicles.
It was a problem for one neighbor living near her brother. We're told this neighbor had more chickens than allowed by code, and we even spotted some wandering off his property.
But if you take a look up on the roof, you can see how bad it really got. Flames were shooting up so high, it caught the nearby palm tree on fire as well. The next door neighbors shot video of those flames. They live just feet away. They are so thankful this fire didn't spread. We know 2 people were inside the home when this happened.
Our team found a question right out of the gates. Senator Bernie Sanders turned to statistics on unemployment in his opening statements.
African American youth unemployment is 51%.
According to a former journalist who worked on the project, Facebook curators routinely suppress news stories of interest to conservative readers for the social network's trending news section. The journalist says that workers prevented stories about the right-wing CPAC gathering, Mitt Romney, Rand Paul, and other conservative topics from appearing in the highly influential section. There's been talk that there's a fight set for September here in Las Vegas, but it's not confirmed. Some sports journalists are saying today an announcement could happen within the next 2 weeks. For more stories that are now trending, go to our website, ktnv.com.
This trailer lot is organized, it's well kept, but now it's against county code. About 25 trailers neatly in a row, and about a block away, the same thing. A yard with 15 trailers all in a line.
I'm causing no problem. It's quiet. It's not a health hazard.
But now, it's illegal. A new ordinance says no one in Clark County can have more than 3 RVs on their property without a special permit. Linda McGuire and her brother have been renting spaces for friends and family's trailers for several years.
I can't understand why it would be a problem for anyone, and I have not had any complaints.
But apparently it was a problem for one neighbor living near her brother. We're told this neighbor had more chickens than allowed by code, and we even spotted some wandering off his property. So McGuire reported this to county code enforcement.
Since he turned him into Clark County, it was basically 2 neighbors, they decided they had a little spat, and so what happened was he turned him into Clark County for his RVs on his property.
Now the county has an ordinance banning this many trailers, and Linda's worried that without the money renting the spaces provides, she could be in trouble.
If I lose my RV's income, I won't have my home.
But the county says she should not have been doing it anyway. They say what she was doing is running a business on residential property, which is a zoning violation. They also say Linda had an opportunity to tell her side of the story. The ordinance was on commission meeting agendas 3 times, and the agendas can all be found online before the meetings. Stephanie Zeppelin, 13 Action News.
Behind me across the street here, you can see debris left over from this crash. The suspect's bumper and license plate, as well as one of the victim's strollers. This crash sent 5 people to the hospital, 2 adults and 3 children. Police say at least a few of them are in critical condition right now. This hit and run started off with 2 vehicles. After they crashed, police say one of them sped away from the scene. That's when the driver went up on the curb, injuring those 5 people. The youngest was just 6 years old. A witness we spoke with described the scene as chaotic.
The screams, and I did hear one of the kids, I'm not sure where, holler either mommy or mama. And from there it was just totally chaotic. I ran my dog back upstairs and immediately came over.
Police don't know right now if the suspect was under the influence of drugs or alcohol, but they were able to arrest that 50-year-old driver about 1.5 miles down the road from the scene. Reporting near Lake Mead and Jones, Gina Lazara, 13 Action News.